Hi, I'm going to demonstrate flat belt experiment, exercise 1. For this experiment, you need the weights, you need the hooks, you need this setup. So on this board here, we have these holes. So these holes, they represent the angles. So the first one is 10 degrees, the second one is 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So now we are going to do an experiment on a 100 degrees angle. So this side we are having M1, this side we are going to put M2. So to have a tension on this belt, this pulley must start to move. So we are having a weight this side of 110, which is the weight M1. Then I'm going to put another weight on the other side, which is M2, which is going to make the pulley to move. So the pulley is starting to move. So now I record that as my M2. Then I remove that M2. I increase M1. Then I put M2. It's not moving. I increase the weight. When that pulley is starting to move, I record my M2 and my M1. You repeat that procedure for different meshes until you have about 5 or 4 readings. The radius R is 150 millimeters. R2 it's 145 millimeters. That's the end of the experiment. Hi, I'm going to do the flat belt experiment, exercise 2. We are using the same apparatus with the same meshes and hangers. So this is how we are going to do this experiment. On this one, we are going to change the angles, not the mesh. So the mesh M1 is going to be fixed. So the M1, it's 320. Now, at the moment, the angle is 100 because the first hole is 10. The second one is 20 degrees, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So now it's at 100. Now I'm going to put M2 so that the pulley starts to move. When I put that, doesn't move, I increase the mesh, doesn't move, I increase the mesh. You keep on increasing the mesh until it starts to move. I increase the mesh to start moving. It's starting to move. So now I record the M2. I know my M1 is 320. Then I have to count how many weights I put this side to make this thing to move. This is my M2. Then you have to change the angle. I'm going to change the angle to 90 now. Now my angle is 90. My M1 is still the same, is 320. Then I have to play around with my M2. So I put M2, it's not moving. I increase the weight. When it starts to move, I record my M1 and my M2, the angle is 90. You repeat the same procedure, but then you change the angle to 80 you do the same thing, you change the angle again to 70, you do the same thing, you change it to 60, you do the same thing. So each time you record your M1, which is constant, then you play around with your M2. Hi, now I'm going to do exercise 3. On exercise 3, we are going to use an old belt and the new belt. So now I've placed an old belt. I have my M1, which is 120. Then I'm going to put my M2 on the other side. When the pull starts to move, I record my M2 together with my M1. The angle here is 90. So I put my M2, it's not moving. I increase the mass, it starts to move. Now I record my M1 and my M2. I increase the mass on M1 and put M2 to see how many masses will make this thing to to move. I keep on doing that for 5 times. Then afterwards I change the belt. I put a new belt. Do the same procedure. M1, record M2. Change the M1, record the M2. That's the end of the